Because of this pandemic, we have been given the opportunity to hold the first ever Women's Distance Festival virtually.
The hashtag for this year's race is WDF111 Make-A-Wish. And that wish is that my 3 daughters, my wife, all the women that I know and their children or their grandchildren can live in a world where there's no sexual assault, there's no human trafficking, there's no domestic violence, there's no crimes against women. Last year, we set a record amount at the Women's Distance Festival of $43,000. I made a promise to all of you that we were going to shatter that record and raise over $50,000, and I would go out and get more sponsors, which I did do. And the challenge was that if I did that, you would register again, and you would get your friends to register. If you donated, you would donate again. And I'm proud to say we're very close to hitting our goal. But the time is now.
If you identify as a woman or girl, I ask you to join us from anywhere in the world. I ask you to rise up and make a statement in ending gender-based violence, in ending violence against women and girls throughout the world, but in particular in Rockland County. This pandemic has demonstrated that victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking are in grave danger. Shelter in place, shelter at home, caused them to be at the greatest danger. Our services were at the highest demand ever. In the last 16 weeks, we've seen an increase in services. Hotlines increased by 67%. What we know is that victims and survivors need us now more than ever. As a servant leader, I do not believe in asking people to do what I'm not willing to do. This pandemic has actually made me roll back time and roll up my sleeves. It's taken me back to a time over 20 years ago when I was answering crisis hotlines. Now, in my role as CEO, I am asking you to help us continue to help victims and survivors obtain the services that they need. I'm asking you to make a donation to our Client Emergency Relief Fund. Help us continue to help victims and survivors today and beyond.